here we are at we're learning abstraction. So let's start. So what is abstraction? When you want to hide some data, so you use interface. Abstraction is hiding data basically. You don't want to make your business logic public to. So interface is like you only write the methods there, and you only instantiate the methods, and you do not declare, do not add any body to it. Okay, so that's what we got called interface. So here, for example, there are two interfaces, RBI and US Bank, and this particular ICICI Bank is implementing. So for example, there's a US Bank and RBI. They have set of methods that they want their bank to have. So that bank can have any business logic, but that method has to be there. For example, debit credit is there for RBI. So it will define these, it will only write the methods, but the actual business logic for ICICI Bank for that particular debit and credit will be written in the ICICI Bank class. Okay, so since it is a class, and in case of interface we can inherit multiple interfaces. Okay, so two interfaces can have uh, same class. Okay, child class, but two classes cannot have similar child same child class, because only one a child class can have only one parent class, but it can have multiple parent interfaces. Okay, so let's start. So once we go to the code, so here I have defined US Bank. It has four methods. So how do we define interface? Public interface US Bank, public void debit, this is first method. So debit can be done, public void credit, public void transfer money, public void trading. So a US Bank can do all this. Now RBI also has some interface. It has this variable. In the interface, all the variables are static by default. Okay, and then in RBI we have education loan, car loan, and home loan. Okay, these methods are there for this. They only note that there is no method body here. Only we are initiating. Only declaration is there. So interface has no method body. Only declaration is there. We can't create an object of an interface. Okay, but we can do that for a class. We can create an object for a class. So can't create an object for an interface. No static methods. So we can't define any static methods here. If I define static, it will show me an error. Okay, so that's it. So as I already told, interface variables are static by default, and in case of an interface, 100% abstraction is achieved. As you know, we don't have any declaration here. If I try to declare anything, it will give me an error. Okay, so here we can see 100%, everything is hidden, so 100% abstraction. So let's see. So RBI is there, US Bank is there. Now ICICI Bank, the class that's implemented. What we are doing is implements RBI US Bank. Now what we are doing is, for example, if you don't, these are all the methods. These methods need to be declared. Okay, if you don't, it will show an error. Okay, see, it's showing an error. Implement methods. So here I have implemented all these methods. Okay, so I'm implementing all these methods. So when I click OK, all these methods will be added. Okay, you can see that all these methods are added. Do Control Z. Okay, it was added. So that's how it is. You have to add all the methods. So for example, so this is RBI method. From RBI we have education loan. ICICI we are printing out whatever the business logic is there. Car loan, whatever the business logic is written into the ICICI Bank class. Similarly for this home loan, and this is inherited method from US Bank overridden method. So we have to declare it, since it is there in US Bank. We have to declare that, write the method here, the method body. Okay, we have done that. So here override is not necessary, but it helps us understand that they have been these methods have been overridden. Okay, So these are the methods that are there for the ICICI Bank. They are the separate methods. They are not there in any other okay interface. They're separate methods. These are not overridden methods for any interface. ICICI Bank can have their own methods. Okay, not just the ones interfaces that is it's inheriting. Okay, that's done now. And now we can see here RBI Bank, US Bank. It's implemented. Okay. When we try to run this, okay, we'll go to test bank. We'll create a test bank class. So what we do is we create an object of ICICI Bank class and then refer it using the ICICI Bank reference variable. So we can see all the methods of ICICI Bank, RBI Bank, US Bank. All these methods can be accessible through ICICI Bank. All these methods, you can see. Okay. So to access the variable, any variable of since it is static in nature, so we use class name dot variable name to access it. So here if I run it, so what will happen is it will print all these methods, okay, and at the last it's printed the minimum balance. Okay, so variable are static in nature, so that's why we access them in a static way. Got it? US Bank US is equal to new US Bank. What is this? This is we are creating a interface, so it will give us an error. Okay, if I show why, because we can't create object of interface. That's the reason WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver. Why don't we write WebDriver is equal to new
It's 2 o'clock.
new WebDriver? Because WebDriver is an interface, you cannot add that, you cannot do that. So here we are trying to refer the new ICICI Bank using the US Bank, which is an interface object. So we can see that only the methods in the US Bank are accessible here. We are not getting any other options here at all. So see, only 4 methods are there. Okay, got it? So only 4 methods will be accessible to us. So only able to call methods present in US Bank interface. I can show you only 4 methods are there. So only those are accessible. Okay. Moving on to the abstract class. Okay, how do we define an abstract class? Create new Java class and then we choose an abstract class. We write abstract before that class name. Okay, here we have defined a variable, and this is the parent abstract class. So this is how we define a method. Okay, this is a drawing method that we have defined. It's abstract in nature. Okay, so we don't need to define a method body. Had I had done it like this, I would have to define the method body. Okay, so it's in method body, it's shown. So this is another method. Okay, this is another method, public void fill. This now here we are achieving 50% abstract. We are achieving partial abstraction. Why? Because see, it's not hidden properly. This method body is shown. So in case of apps interfaces, we achieve 100% abstraction, but in case of abstract class, we can achieve from 0 to 100. So if this method was not there, then we have achieved 100% abstraction. Got it? So okay, so this is a constructor. I will come to that later on. So this is, for example, a test class which is extending shape, which is abstract class. Now since this is extending this particular shape, so for example, drawing is there. If I don't define it here, okay, drawing method, if I don't define it, okay, it will show an error. Got it? It throws me an error showing implement methods. Must declare the abstract method have to be declared in the child class. So there, that is done. Okay, this is overriding method. Okay, method of abstract class has to be declared in the child class. Now we have a public void main, and we create a new shape. We can't create an object of this object of an abstract class also. Okay, this is the reason we will not write this. Okay, it will throw an error. See, it is showing an error. Okay, not because of this. This is some other anyway, it will show error. Okay, that's why we are not created. Now shape is equal to new test, and we can refer both the methods here. Run. When we run, both the methods can be run. So here we have defined two constructors. Okay, so for example, parent class has an constructor, shape constructor. That's how we do it. Okay, and in test also we have defined one constructor. So what will happen is, as soon as the object is created, these constructor will be called. First one will be called is a parent class constructor, and then child class constructor will be called. Okay, that's it. So coming to the zero abstraction. So here we have, you can see that this is a parent class abstract class, and we have defined a method, and this is a dog class, which is calling this. This dog class is extending the animal class. And now if you try to d dot eat can be accessible, okay, but here we are achieving 0% abstraction. Why? Everything is visible. Everything is visible in the child this parent class. That's why here we are achieving 0% abstraction. Anything that I'm missing here, I'll check.